enough. So he gets one of those gourds, right? He gets a gourd. So it's basically a
I don't know if it ended or not.
Every single time from now on, the main character goes to a different village and clap, he upgrades the gourd. He literally upgrades tiers of the gourd every single time. Mind you, the manga started off with family dying. Now it's 6-point upgrade simulator. When I tell you it came out of nowhere, that's what I mean by weird. Anyways, it's called Crash Row or something like that.
Okay, please comment if you see this.
Is by far the worst one out of all of them. I'm being so serious when I'm telling y'all this guy is the embodiment of Satan's greatest soldier. You know, ask kids what they want to be in the future. They usually say something along the lines of they want to go to space, become a doctor, or nowadays they want to be a streamer. And let's not talk about, you know, Death Note. Death Note isn't alone. It's not the only note. They got Penny Note. He sees pennies. He can make like a wish. That's all I know about it. Let's continue. And have poor like me and Marlon, this kid Shigoku at the age of 12 said with a straight face and with full seriousness that he wanted to become the first murderer without reason. Son, what? This is the bullshit that the wife can be saying to motherfuckers before a school shooting happens, when the parents will be like, oh, we didn't see the signs, when their entire personality are them corny dark signs. And then these four dumbasses are just following him. Like, gang, never listen to this guy. No reason, no desire.
Where is it?
Like that. He's like, yeah. But the thing is, like, you can't mock him because he really about it. What's the problem? Like, he's actually about it. He's not playing. Never listen to this guy. What is wrong with you? But despite the fuckery that Kuma has to deal with at school, he still has some light in his life as he's got a good and loving family with a younger brother that he deeply cares for. So what did they do to the younger brother? He tries his best to put up this facade around his family that nothing is wrong and that he's doing just fine at school. But then one day, for absolutely no reason other than for the complete love of the game, the leader of the bullies planned and staged an entire drunk accident in which he ended up sliming out both of Uma Shun's parents. What did the main character do? For what? Why did he do this, bro? Y'all probably don't remember. I
Jonesy!
Recap years back about a guy who had like a stopwatch. He could stop time and do whatever he wants. That was wicked too. Let's continue. And then after the car crash happened, he opened the door to the backseat of the car, aka Shun's 6-year-old brother with a rock he found on the ground, and then lit the car on fire. That's not like torture porn, bro. Like, what is wrong with the author to play Shun's brother? What is wrong with the author, bro? Like, he's not okay. This felt like he had so much pent up aggression, so he just took it down in his riding. Entire incident. Shun goes to live with his grandpa in the mountains, which his grandpa so conveniently turns out to be a Japanese Secret Service soldier from a group called the Kitayama Corps during World War II. And because of his time there, he has knowledge on the most brutal ways you could kill and torture a person. And when Shun told his grandpa what happened, his grandpa said, let me train you. So for a few years, he stayed with his grandpa, who trained this man Shun so that he could exact his revenge on his bullies for what he did to his parents and his brother in whatever way he wanted.
I didn't know you could kill by clicking her, Peely. My bad, Peely.
Wait, we got all that chapter 1? That's a crazy chapter. Yo, that is a long chapter. 232 chapters. And that was chapter 1. Oh my gosh. And I was intrigued by this beginning and I wanted to see where it went. But looking at it now, this was just a really stupidly dark and corny story about revenge. And I don't know how I didn't stop reading after like the first 30 chapters. Because the way that the main character exacts his revenge on you is the most gruesome torture methods I've seen. What if it's just the guy, the main author's way of coping, getting bullied? No, because that would be sad, bro. Feel how Shun tortured and killed some of these bullies. I think my video would dead at the Also, I can't defend Aruma Shun's corny nature because this dude will not shut up about this goddamn revenge being need to kill someone. Like, gang, for a second, shut that shit up. The main character we just saw, parents get in a car crash, brother get beat up and got. You're on his tail? Wait, hold on. Wait. Because if I'm remembering names correctly, that's the main character. So.
Oh, how do you like my car?
Whose side are you on? Whose side are you on? You're like 60 chapters.
Oh, let's see. If I win this, then Waka has to give me $5 whole dollars.
Gotta spin back on Shogun because he's got to be the most evil and most insane manipulator I've ever seen. He makes people like Light seem like sunshine and rainbow. At least Light thinks he's trying to do the right thing. She's not trying to do the right thing. On the other hand, it's just harm you motherfuckers for abs. The colors on life can only be found through enjoyment. Sports, work, murder.
This other kid go.
An R word right there. Bro says there's only 5 things I enjoy in life. Sports, work, play, murder, and the Holy Grail. Like, what? Yo, is the author okay, bro? Is the author okay? Because this feels like trauma that hasn't been addressed. This feels like unaddressed trauma right here. Absolutely no reason. The crimes this dude commits are so egregious and insane that hitting this man with multiple life sentences or even the death don't even come
Dude, where'd this
close
kid
as
go?
punishment for what he does throughout the entire series. You know it is an issue when a police... Listen, these things will get earlier from this point on, so we'll keep messing with you, but no matter what. Inspector begs the main character to slime this man out. Shigoku's entire personality is pain and death is fun, and he tortures for the love of the game. So why are they untouchable? It's really disturbing, but also are they not just in like school? Like, why are they untouchable? Oh my god, this is who the people that say they punch metal lockers for fun think they are. Like, gang, we can't be serious right now. It doesn't help either that bro has some of the craziest plot armor I've seen too. He ends up starting an entire cult with so many individuals and enables them to do just the most wicked shit ever. But you're telling
What is this over here?
managed to get everyone in his hometown to get involved in joining his cult, and that this motherfucker got away with it for years. Who is he? Who is this? Law enforcement. This non-existent. How is bro moving like
My car sucks compared to mine.
an entire town?
See that?
A cult of more than 100,000
See that?
people.
Oh yeah.
100K in a cult in one town. That's genuinely like impossible numbers. And getting away with this. With all that being said,
That's so
I
cute.
completely understand the main character. This
Huh?
motherfucker is pure evil. I would not let this man slide
Oh,
that.
no.
Okay,
That's
so
not.
Shingoku earlier is not the main character, the other guy. But the other guy's talking about revenge, but revenge on what? Oh, in some of these panels where Shun is just going crazy are low-key valid. I would crash the fuck out too. But even though I found the art of his character pretty decent, that alone still does not excuse it for being one of the most ludicrous stories I've ever seen. Because it sounds like it. So just sit there and think realistically about it. What do you mean an elementary school kid in the 5th grade wants to slime out someone's parents for absolutely no reason? Okay, yeah, for that part. Another 12-year-old to train in the mountains. Okay, so how old was he when he made that call? That's what I would wait to kill a person. This is the scenario that motherfuckers wish they were someone like Ayana Koji wishes they were in. This, I'm still trying to I'm listening, but I genuinely, I don't know what's more absurd. Oh, also, I need to tell you, okay, from the story I said earlier, y'all remember when I said he smacked old girl, right? When he hit old girl, got scared, ran away. Because of that smack, she was never able to talk, right? So there was a 12-year time skip. She was never able to talk, right? She doesn't say any words for
Oh
the
my
rest of the story
gosh, bro.
until he claps her final chapter and she starts moaning his name.
Waka. What the
That was the ending. I think this story is crazier. Like how many things are being done.
Dude, what is this kid doing?
Crazier, but it still feels like there's a path, right? The story I'm talking about felt like it had a path. It had one path and like it just went off. It went off path. Like, bruh, it just sounds so unbelievable and bizarre. I can't even take it serious. I haven't even addressed the biggest elephant in the room. An extremely big issue that this manga has is that there's there's just so many scenes of someone getting SA'd, and it's so unnecessary and uncomfortable. It was one of the main reasons why I even dropped this series in the first place. If the author wasn't so weirdly obsessed with drawing and having female characters getting SA'd the entire series, it would probably be 5 times better than it is. There is also actually negative character development for anybody in this entire series, because every single seemingly important supporting character to the story just ends up getting tortured or killed off. There was this one detective female character that they were hyping up after the time skip. More on that later. And NPCs were straight glazing her in her introduction. Don't even let me guess this.
Please no.
Middle schooler.
Please no.
Middle schooler now was able to just blink her off the map. Like,
Waka, if you're watching this, I'm sorry to disgrace you. And please don't hate me.
let me talk about the chapters that completely made me lose all interest and wanted to continue this series in the first place after Aruma slammed out the
Bye, Waka.